I mean, there are some other people that drive like me, but I don't know what percentage of the population is like this. And probably literally since I started driving at 15 or 16, I have the ability to drive aggressively. Now, in my recent years, I've been driving a Tesla for almost 3 years. I like to use it on autopilot, so I don't drive fast. Prior to that, I used to drive a lot fast when my primary vehicle was an M5 competition. But today, and kind of most days in Florida, I use my motorcycle. And so I have a BMW K1600 GTL. Take a look. I love this bike. I've had, I think, 5 bikes in my life. It's definitely my favorite. I mean, it's basically like a sport bike disguised as a cruiser. So it looks like a comfortable cruiser, and it's comfortable, but it's really, really fast in like the, say, 0 to 120 range, which is kind of the usable range of where I like to ride a bike. I don't like to get on the highway and go, 230 miles an hour on a motorcycle. Like, I don't need to do that. But I like to get around town and just drive around. And so when I drive, I'm probably driving an average of, double or triple the speed limit generally. On like 30 mile an hour, I'm going like 70 or 80. 40s, I'm going 80s, 100s. Like on the highway, I'm going to 120. You know what I mean? So I drive fast. And then every single red light, I stop. If it's clear, I treat it like a stop sign, basically. If there's cars, I just go around them, go to the front. If it's clear, I go. Like literally every single fucking time. Now, I don't do that when my license is suspended because I don't want to deal with the hassle of that. But if my license is clear at the time, and sometimes it gets suspended for different things, whatever. That's a whole other conversation. But I've had my license suspended for a good, periods of time. Not from points, actually. Usually from technicalities, like allowing insurance to expire, not responding to a ticket, something like simple. Probably something unavoidable, an unforced error. But that said, the concept of stopping at a light and just going if it's clear, treating it like a stop sign, that's something that I started really like habitually in 1988. It is now 2024. In 1988, the summer of 1988, just for fun, New York City was one of the few cities where you couldn't turn right on red. All right, so basically, like everywhere around the country, most of you seeing this video know that in most places you stop at a red light. If it's clear, you can turn right. You turn right on red if it's clear. Well, New York City did not allow that. I don't know if that's still the case, but like literally no right on reds in New York. So I took it upon myself to just say, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to turn right on red if it's clear. So I did that. And then, of course, if it was clear, I'd also turn left on red. And if it was clear, yeah, I would go straight on red. So basically, a red light to me was a stop sign. I'd go. So I took, I don't even know, 1,000 red lights in a summer. Maybe 1,500 red lights in a summer. That's how many I took. How many tickets did I get? I think I got 4 tickets that summer, about 1 a month. So it was actually worth it. Like for 1 ticket a month, you can basically just get to a red light and go. Because, most of the time at that age, I'm 18 years old. I'm with my friends. We're out in the fucking late at night going to clubs. There's no traffic. I'm sitting there at a fucking red light. They don't have the technology that back then that they have now where they see you waiting at the light and then the light turns green. You just literally, it's on a timer and you just have to fucking wait. Well, no, we didn't wait. We just went. We took every fucking light, thousands and thousands of lights. I got 4 tickets. So then when I got these tickets, what I did was I fought these tickets. So at that time, don't know if it's still the case, if you get a ticket, you can just say, hey, not guilty, request a court date. And then you kind of can defer it, delay it, a couple times if you want, normal tactics. But then when you get up there, it's not the district attorney against you, which probably is the case in most places today, maybe even in New York today. It's literally the police officer that gave you the ticket and you get up in front of a judge. It's traffic court, right? And you get up there. And so what I did is I memorized all the vehicle traffic laws related to like red lights and speeding tickets and radar guns and calibration of radar guns with a fork and like all this stuff. So I would get up there and I'd have exhibits and I'd have drawings and I'd build like all this like like these basically like on posters. I'd draw out all these exhibits and I'd show up there and I'd be like a vehicle section 100, subsection 12, states that the calibration needs to be done within, 30 minutes of, I have all this fucking laws and bullshit that I throw out there. And the police officer is just like a regular fucking awesome guy, fucking doing his service for his city, doing his service for his country, fucking just sees me coming up there with all this fucking shit. He's just like, I don't remember anything. Not guilty, And basically I won every fucking ticket. And it was a big, huge waste of time. But it was fun and I learned a lot. And I think that probably by the time, that was the summer of 88, I think. So probably by, I'm going to say by 20 years old, maybe by 21 years old, I probably had gotten like easily 80 to 100 different tickets in my life in just the first few years of driving. I'm curious how many there are. It was a lot. I mean, I've definitely had more than 100 in my life. And, my adult years, I usually get like 3 or 4 a year. That's about it. Yeah, it's not bad, and for the way I drive most of the time, it's not bad. And do I drive aggressively all the time? Again, no, I drive most of the time on a fucking Tesla autopilot. I don't do a fucking thing. But do I have the ability to drive fast if I want to? Yeah. When I take my motorcycle out, do I fucking take every red light like I did back in 1988 and probably for most of my life? Yeah, I do it, and it's fun.